welcome back to another TV show commentary. Last episode, Colin finally found out about Penn. Now, what is he going to do? We have 2 more episodes left, so I think this episode, he's going to be pissed at her for the whole episode, and after episode 8, they get married, he forgives her. But now that he's fallen in love with her, and he finally realized, okay, I'm completely a different person, and I love my best friend, or a friend I've known for a very long time. The complete betrayal, can he recover quickly, or it's going to take some convincing? Maybe eventually he tells the mom speaks to him properly, or Eloise might help. How do we deal with this? And his relationship with Eloise, is it going to be damaged for a while, or for the whole season, and season 4 they repair it? And now that Penn has finally been found out by someone else other than Eloise, will she eventually come out and let everyone know and deal with it this season, or do we deal with it in season 4? It makes more sense now just to deal with it right now. Get it out of the box. And season 4, I don't know what happens. Does she still write? Does she change? Do we adapt? Maybe do we decrease how aggressive we are? Like, something has to change. As usual, if you do want to check out the full-cut version for all these episodes, you can check out my Patreon. It is the first link in my description box. We also do weekly polls for any movies, bits, and TV shows. If that does intrigue, you can check it out over there. But let's get straight to the video.
Oh, Lady Whistledown.
Colin,
Do not try to deny it. I heard you because it was you who printed tonight.
It's not print tonight's edition.
Oh, but every other one.
I wonder if he's gonna realize he's always kind of thought it could be her. But because she was very innocent in the first 2 seasons, it's like, Penn, hell no. Because he said last episode she's very good at writing with the letters, right? So it has to be someone who's good at writing, right? So think about it. Penn, maybe Eloise, Lady Danbury, because she knows a lot of stuff. I don't know her pen, if it's good or not. Oh, he's crying too tough.
You have told me all of the things you have written about me and my family.
And somehow we might get married in this episode? We're about to spin back. I don't even care about the whole forgiveness stuff he just said. He said, you don't deserve me. We're gonna switch it. Eventually he's gonna realize that maybe I don't deserve her. But right now he's heartbroken, which makes sense because Eloise was heartbroken last season too. Yeah, how much are these kids getting paid?
If you thought that revealing my true identity would stifle me, guess again.
Yeah, this was a very dumb move from her. I never understood this. So, who wrote this? The mom?
Certainly no house is perfect, though there are some that purport to be.
She's going after the Bridgertons? Could have Eloise? No way.
But does love excuse why several of her children have had rather rushed engagements?
True. Is it rushed or is it just like average? This is what the audience like. They're confusing love with lust, so they like the first 2 seasons just because it was very lustful, right? That's what it is. It's a little bit different. Now, this is more real love. Even though I'm not going to discard Kate and Anthony and Simon and Daphne, that their love is not real love. It's still love, but at the same time, it was very lustful. Over here, for this season, we don't have it, and that's why it feels very different.
Whistledown is here.
I fear we already have it, Mrs. Wilson.
Another Whistledown.
Oh, okay. So this is Penn.
It seems someone has been impersonating me. I always tell the truth, and I cannot tolerate a lie.
Does she know? She's looking outside. Okay, now this is interesting because when you think about it, right? Penn is not going to talk about the Bridgertons. But on the other issue, it was all about the Bridgertons. So now we're going to think, who wants to defend them?
True Lady Whistledown is always paying attention.
You are playing chess with Lady Whistledown? And she's smart. You have to outsmart her. But then again, she is desperate. And she's like, what, 19? So I get it. But if you're going to play the game properly. Alright, Penn, so how much money did we get from that one print? Couple hundred? Like 200? 300?
It's a good thing Miss Cowper's Whistledown spectacle has been settled.
At the same time, people are going to be figuring out, like, okay, so who is Lady Whistledown?
Do you know, since Penelope got engaged, Prudence has not called me a blinkered or a dunderhead.
Why is she staring at the mum like that? Damn.
Penelope, are you not excited?
Excuse me, Lord.
I'm so glad to see you printing again.
Eloise, he knows.
Yep, he knows.
Oh, and he followed me last night.
I'm surprised he didn't speak to you at all.
I'm so grateful for everything you've done for me, but already I feel in the middle between you and Colin.
Just talk to him. Talk to him right now. Because you know who's going to talk to you. As soon as we get home, he's gonna ask, did you know? Are you gonna lie? You gonna tell the truth?
You are rather lucky Lady Whistledown decided to publish when she did.
Yeah.
Cute.
Yeah, she was talking about you and your family and how many kids you had. That was crazy.
I cannot recommend that you speak with Her Majesty about Francesca and Lord Kilmartin just now.
He needs to go and speak to her by himself. You're the man. What she needs to do is go and speak to Marcus. Just do it. What happened? How young was he? How young were you?
Something you and your brother have in common is a very kind urge to constantly help others.
Every single time we mention a brother, her face.
I saw you leaving a private room with Penelope last night, shortly before I found her.
Until last year.
Just true.
And I was too broken-hearted to speak of it.
The only thing is, Eloise has never been in love before, so she wouldn't understand how his heart is broken compared to her heart. But at the same time, you can't say just because they're friends, it doesn't hurt as much as it hurts Colin. This episode's called The Joining of Hands. For getting married, obviously.
My mother was curious about our not seeing each other recently, and I did not want to arouse suspicions.
What will this marriage be?
That depends. I noticed there was no Whistledown this morning.
You know what, Loki should also say thank you for writing because she did help your family. I'm just saying, right? If she didn't write anything, for the next couple of days, people are looking at you and your family.
And we shall have a quartet over here, or perhaps even a quintet.
So it's gonna be a fake marriage? Damn. What does that mean? He goes back to escorts?
I assure you, Lady Bridgerton, I do not know the reason.
I do not either.
Did the moms find out this episode? Is it really important? Well, not Colin's mom. Pen's mom, maybe. That makes a little bit more sense.
Please, let me explain. Tilly.
Let me explain? It's easy. You want a threesome. That's it. How
And
often?
Mr. Suarez also likes to be intimate with men.
Oh, interesting. So we were fishing the whole time for a man? Oh, look at his hands. He is stressed out, anxiety. I see it. So that's what's going to be happening in season 4. Finding himself. I wouldn't mind that. Also, I know there's books for Bridgerton. In the books, is he bi? Is he gay? Are we keeping true to the books?
My staff are very discreet.
I actually thought she was about to say that he has a big penis. Like she's trying to tempt him.
Lord Anderson has come to call.
Is that Marcus? Is that his name? Oh, okay, clean up, yeah, quickly. Oh, she's like, damn, so you're into him? Yes! Okay. Looking good.
Would you like some cake, tea?
Some cake? It's like, nah! Tell your maids to leave, let's lock the doors. Let's get some real cake.
Do you think perhaps the two of us could explore something together?
I will not know if I'm ready for that until after the affairs are in order.
Okay, I respect it. My kids come first. Okay, yeah, so you go handle your sister first.
We received a letter back from Aunt Joanna. She will have left today to come and fetch you.
There we go too. So we have about 2 weeks left to find out his pen.
Why did we have to write such cruel things about the Bridgertons, Mama?
Didn't hurt. Bringing them down a peg.
That was so dumb. If you toned it down slightly, it might have been a little bit more believable. She went way too hard on the Bridgertons.
In this world, it is every person for themselves.
See, that's decent advice, but you could say that same advice got her in this position. She has to find out in this episode or in episode 8. Because if she doesn't, what is she going to do? There's nothing to do with her character anymore.
But I believe if the stag gets too drunk the night before its wedding, it runs the risk.
The night before? The wedding is tomorrow? So does he forgive her before it? He has to, right? It's going to be very strange.
But in my defense, your mother does not like me.
Our mother does not like you.
So does that mean he's going to start to change? Open up a little bit? And then maybe Francesca might like him even more?
Declare yourself. Throw rocks at Francesca's window tonight.
Why? Go speak to the queen. That's it, right? Be daring, bold.
It's been painful carrying the secret, but he hates me for it.
I did not know her own power.
Yeah?
But does that justify it?
No, because I would say around season 1, you did know your power and you still abused it, which is very true. And he abused it in season 2 with Eloise, so she did know her power. Maybe when she started off she didn't, but gradually she did, and she used it for her own gain sometimes. Even though you can say she was like 17, 18, I think, in season 1.
I've held back this week, for Colin's sake. But I tried.
But look at her face. She is disgusted. How dare you do that? At the same time, she can take a break for like a week or 2 and then decide. Okay. Oh, he's gonna go. Is that her address? Imagine he goes in there, all you hear is clapping. But I'm turning around. I don't want to join.
I do not wish to know.
Okay.
And what secret dealings have I found you in the midst of? All alone the night before our wedding?
Yo, Pen, you gotta chill. The last time he did that was like episode 4, I think. She gets angry very, very quickly. She did the same thing in season 2, episode 8 with Eloise.
I realise how much damage I have done, and I am so sorry for it.
What were you thinking? To what you've written about me this year? That I hardly know myself. What were you thinking then?
It was the truth. I don't care. Colin, it was. But you were lying to yourself the whole time.
I do not need to hide behind Whistledown anymore, but I am not saying there is not any value in it.
Oh, which means, you know, episode 8, she's gonna come clean. She has to.
Foolish.
Colin, I can take care of myself.
Then what good am I to you?
Colin, I love you.
Okay, not bad. Oh, wait, their hands? Because she loves that. Same thing in the carriage. Are we gonna continue? Should we go home and continue? Oh, he's leaving her, okay.
I shall see you tomorrow.
I thought it was gonna be the carriage scene part 2. That would have been crazy. Like this time, 2 hands.
Oh, there you are. We were debating going to bed.
It's just very late, Colin.
Oh, and she's showing.
Your mother called us in early. Thought you might want some marital advice.
It was celebratory.
2 glasses is celebratory, 1 whole bottle is a cry for help.
Especially, like, he's up and down. So, we were just arguing outside in the street, and all of a sudden, we almost had sex.
It is not our business what happened. Every one of us has secrets, or have made mistakes once or twice in our lives. Then you cannot let one mistake define your entire relationship.
Okay.
Marriage takes hard work.
So, he's going to forgive her within 1 episode. Do I like that? I guess it's fine. I prefer maybe 1 whole episode, then after episode 8, he forgives her.
I had no concept of what you were running from.
Okay.
I was 10 years old.
He was 10 and she's holding it against him for that long, and he's, what, in his 40s right now? So it's been 3 decades and she's still blaming him. That's tough. Now, if he's like 15, 16, valid. Even though, like, 30 years, a little bit crazy. After a couple of years, once he reaches the age of like 21, 22, got married, and now he would understand, go speak to him. I think that's a little bit too long. But I'm glad they're finally speaking about it. But if he was age 10, I'm not going to hold that against anyone at all.
I've heard you make comments disparaging the girl you once were. But you were resolute even then. You are not the only one who was made to feel that they had been found wanting.
Yeah, that time period, that lifestyle for very young people, tough.
My life is full of joy. And I've been afraid you would take it away from me.
Forget about taking it away, it's gonna add to it. See, that simple, that quick. The last 5-10 minutes has been very interesting because Colin hasn't forgiven her straight away, but it was sorted within 2-3 minutes. The same thing with Lady Danbury and her brother. 2-3 minutes, that's it. That's what it takes. Okay, so this is for the Queen. Are we snitching?
Lady Whistledown
Yeah.
is not a lady at all.
Bro, this guy is like, what, 80, 85, and that is what he's doing with his life? No! Spend some time with your children, your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren, I don't know. No, does she know already? She knows who it is. That quickly. Yo, imagine she comes here and destroys the wedding.
Are you ready?
Pen. Do not trip. Do not trip. I know you have small legs. Don't trip, please. Don't embarrass yourself. You wanna shed a tear? Oh, she's crying too. There we go. She probably thought Pen would never be on the aisle. Of course she would.
To live together in the holy estate of matrimony.
Take thee, Penelope Featherington, to be my wedded wife.
You know what? Now you start to think about it, it actually does make sense that episode 8 she gets exposed, because now we have a whole episode just based on them and the wedding. That's all we need. We don't need too much stuff going on at the same time, because if we do that, then the wedding is not going to be important. Okay, showing the hands too, I like that. Just like the title.
Penelope, you do make an exceptionally fine bride.
Okay, that was very hard for you to say. We're finally going to be a family now.
It was the most beautiful wedding.
Thank you, Alison.
And Penelope looked stunning.
Are you feeling in better spirits? I am.
Oh? Okay. What does that mean? She can move to him now? Make peace with your daughter. Then after that, go to Marcus.
I saw you crying at the ceremony.
Yeah.
Simply tears at losing another friend to marriage.
The friendship you have with Penelope is a lucky thing, as is the one you have with Colin.
So I'm guessing season 4 is going to be both of them learning about love and themselves. He keeps that in his pocket still? Alright, so you've been drinking. Are you ready now to lay it down? Or get laid down? I don't know what position he likes. Is he top or bottom?
I'm so envious. You cannot imagine how charming our town in India is. The journey takes months.
Yeah, and if we go now, we will have time to prepare for the birth there.
Hopefully nothing bad happens. I don't mind this at all.
But I should like them to know that they are a Sharma as well. Know their history.
Low key, just bring all the family together. Now, obviously, the show's called Bridgerton, so you'd have to bring the people from India to London. That's what I'll do.
Penelope, you enjoying yourself?
Very much. Though it is all a little overwhelming.
She's actually being a mom, I just realized. Which I like. It's a nice redemption. And it wasn't too quick. It was gradually over the last, 3 episodes.
I know you will resolve it. The important part is that you're married now.
So, does she find out next episode? I think she does, because everyone's going to find out.
I've spent so long clinging to walls like this.
Even on her wedding day? Yeah, that's crazy.
I do not wish to do that any longer. And perhaps we could dance.
We can dance?
It is a wedding breakfast. The sun is still out.
I realise that.
Okay, you know what? Let's dance, and after that, let's go somewhere else and break backs. Keep showing the hands. That's the second time they've done that now. We belong together, right? Is that a song? I think it is. Taylor Swift. Oh, and it makes sense. Pen and Colin dancing together, we belong together. Same thing with Francesca. And now the song stops with both of them. Marcus and Violet, we belong together. Season 4. See what we're doing here. So the Queen has to come right now and say, Pen, I know it's you. So she knows, right?
Everyone who is not a Bridgerton may go.
That means Pen has to stay as well. Last night you can leave. Today you gotta stay.
And I shall not leave until they come forward and reveal themselves.
We playing a game here? She knows who it is? She's looking at Pen.
Step forward. Confess.
Wait, the mom's thinking about Francesca? Nah, that's not really important.
You?
Yes. I am engaged to Lord Kilmartin.
Queen doesn't know who it is, but she thinks it's one of them. Okay, cool. Because I thought as soon as Francesca said something, she might be like, okay, that's kind of surprising, but she didn't say anything, so she's still trying to guess who it is, but she's narrowed it down to the Bridgertons.
I speak of Whistledown. Publishes lies about this very family. Suddenly Whistledown rushes to print.
I assure you, if such a thing were happening in my home, I would know of it.
He's way too cocky.
Hold your tongue another night. I shall loosen it soon enough.
It's a crazy sentence, but isn't there a flaw in this whole scene? So, I don't know when Penn started writing, but it would have to be around the beginning of season 1, right? Cool. So, it can only be a couple people. It can't be Kate because she arrived here in season 2. So remove her completely, right? Or the boys. Apparently, the Queen said it can't be a man, so remove them completely. Now, it can't be any of the younger children because they are not part of society when it comes to the balls. Lady Whistledown is there getting information when people are talking at the balls or certain events. So, all the younger kids, remove them. We only have 2 people, Eloise and Penn. So, if the Queen has removed Eloise from season 1 and season 2, It's just pen. That's what you gotta think about.
I don't know if it would help or hurt your family if I were to speak.
I'm glad you stayed silent, but surely this is a signal of the right path forward.
She ain't doing that. I thought she would in the first part, but now she ain't.
I am Whistledown.
Did anyone hear?
I will not change that.
Did anyone else hear that?
I shall sleep on the sofa tonight.
The sofa, not even a different bed?
I will find our carriage.
Oh hell no! You think I'm that rich and I'm gonna be sleeping on a sofa? Nah. She's here for you now. Nice. It's about time.
It will be alright.
Do we frame her? Oh, do we frame? No, we can't frame Cressida because like we already know it's not her. Shit, we can't frame anyone. Fuck.
Mr. Bridgerton.
Benedict.
Why does he look like a vampire? He does. That old werewolf. He's not human. He said, blow my back out. Or maybe he might do the, you know, the back breaking. Yeah, so we're gonna take turns kissing. That's so strange. Please close the door. Is she getting turned on? Is her nipples hard? Does she enjoy this? Wait, what if Benedict wants him instead? She finds out now? No. She won't leave.
The one dropped off from the Cowper house?
No, Whistledowns were printed here last week. All the weeks before that. My boss at the last place that I worked used to print for her. Said that she was a redhead.
Okay, now she knows. She knows. So what does she want next episode? I think she has to play both sides. That's what I want. So I would say Pen has to write something nice about her. And then for the queen, she wants the 5 grand. That's it. Then after that, she can stay here. But when it comes to her dad, I don't know what her dad's gonna say, but we have 5 grand. And there has to be like around 300,000 to maybe 600,000. We can get a house, live off it for a bit. After that, eventually find a man around your age who you like. It's not a bad plan. 3 to 1, like I said in the beginning of the video, if you do want to check out the film cut version for all these episodes, you can check out my Patreon. It is the first link in my description box. But don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.